Hi, good people. This is Deborah. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Let me read the disclaimer. Welcome to my platform where I deliver educational, reflective, and thought provoking content. My mission is to share knowledge with intention and respect, leveraging the insight I have gained from my intuition. It was brought to my attention from my intuition that March the 21st begins the newness of everything, which is the beginning of the year, not January, in thoughts, behavior, spiritual to material, changing the thoughts. May 13th is the honor of the Great Mother and her nurturing of the earth. My son was born on May 13th, and my granddaughter was born on September the 13th, which equals 13 plus 13 equals 26. This number is also the alphabet lettering uh, amount. It equals to 26. Reducing it to 2 plus 6 equals 8. Now, my birthday birth certificate says September the 8th. Still, my mother says it was September the 9th, and my mother's birthday was on May the 11th. And of course, I tried to change it, but because my mother knew when she had me, so of course I believed her. But I used to celebrate. People wanted to celebrate my day on the 9th. I let them, and I would celebrate. So I wound up celebrating my birthday on both 8th and 9th, which was cool with me because uh, the celebration was twice. So I wound up celebrating for the whole week. And then now, since I've gotten older, I celebrate the 9th. Okay. But what I want you to know is that the 13th is not a demonic day like the patriarchals created it to be. So the numbers 8, 9, 11, 13, and 26, I know them and I understand clearly the meaning of them. Now, I encourage you to take what resonates with you and what does not resonate with you, put it on the shelf or throw it away. I strongly encourage you to remain open while exploring the truth. Now, this particular video is entitled March 21 and May 13th. Now, March 21 begins the new year. Everything is new. Flowers are blossoming. Everything comes to life in March the 21st because that's the beginning of the newness. May 13th is the honoring and respect of the Great Mother. Now, it's funny, this year, uh, Mother's Day arrived on the 11th, which is my mother's birthday. Interesting. Powerful, powerful. This Sunday is powerful because it also represents the uh, the master number 11. It is the master number. So anyway, I'll be going ahead of myself sometimes because I put my notes together and I like to read my notes so I can make sure my point get across. Okay, so it's May the 13th is honoring the Great Mother and her living cycles. Now, the portal is the portal between the worlds. Just before Mother's Day on May the 13th. Okay, May 11th sits 2 days before May the 13th as a cosmic day of honoring the Great Mother and her daughters. There's no such thing as Mother Earth, it's Daughter Earth. Okay, it's Mother Cosmos. Okay, they patriarchals are always twisting stuff, so we're trying to take things back to what it was before they start distorting things. Now, this position May the 11th as a threshold, a preparation day, a time of entombment and inner readiness. Spiritually, before a new cycle, it is a day to listen, to cleanse, and open the inner temple before the celebration. That will be you. Think of May 11 as an inhalation before the offering, the veil before revelation. Now, numerology of 11, spiritual illumination and higher insight. The number 11 is a master number in numerology, associated with spiritual awakening, means the unveiling of the inner truth. Intuition and insight means the revealed knowledge from within. The bridging realms, the realm between the earth and the spiritual. Revelation as the meeting point, seen as the physical realm and the unseen spiritual realm. The feminine mysticism, the deep, sacred unveiling of hidden wisdom. Now, 11 is a portal number. It represents two pillars, a gateway into higher awareness and the idea of standing between worlds. Now, on May the 11th, the gateway opens in the heart of spring, which is new, as the feminine energy of earth and the cosmic arises toward full expression. So the port is open. May the 11th is a day to enter the temple of your soul and listen to the great mother's whisper. The summary of the spiritual meaning of May 11th. Numerology 11. Intuition, spiritual insight, portal to the unseen. The position in May, a threshold before honoring the great mother, which is May the 13th. The energetic quality, the liminal visionary, a day for inner alignment and sacred preparation. The sacred action is meditation, listen to your intuition, and embrace what comes to your mind. The sacred cycle, deeply rooted in ancient matriarchal timekeeping, mark the true new year, not January 1, but the start of life resurrection. Uh, the dead is in December, January, and February. The resurrection of that starts May the 21st, wakes you up from the dead, starts you off new. So May 21 and March 21st and May 13 are not just dates. They are cosmic threshold in the spirit, the spiral of life, intimately tied to the great mother and her daughters, the earth. All life shall sustain. The great mother breathes life into the earth, awakening the renewal cycle. It is a time of cosmic balance, seeding into intention and celebrating the return of vitality. Reconnecting with a sacred timeline. This present date written history. May 13th may be remembered in an ancestral memory as a holy day for honoring the Great Mother before it was obscured and observed by the patriarchal system. In modern mystical and spiritual cycle, May 13th is reclaimed as a day to remember the cosmic cinnamon, the mother of all, the break free from the patriarchal historical distortions. Many ancient calendars, including those of the Maya and Egyptians, considered 13 as a sacred cycle linked to transformation, death, and rebirth. The patriarchal later vilified the number 13 as an unlucky number to suppress the goddess power, much like it did with the serpent, darkness, and the womb. In ancient Egypt, the Great Mother was revered as the supreme force of the cosmos, who gave birth to everything and sustained it. She was not limited to biological act of birth, but embodied creation itself, the laws of nature and the forces of the universe. The Great Mother as a cosmos, the all encompassing mystery out of what all existence arises and which it returns. Now, honoring not just a human mother, but the primordial feminine in all things, breaking away from the patriarchal hijacking of this holy day and restoring it to its rightful place in cosmic rhythm. In the most ancient time, before organized religions such as Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Hebrew, now keep in mind, this is religion. It is not spiritual. It takes you away from your higher self. The dogma or the hierarchy, there was not religion as we know it, but rather a way of life rooted in direct uh, relationship with the Great Mother, the cosmic source, the all giving, the living presence in all things. When religions replaced the mother, only with the rise of the patriarchal states, the shift from the mother to the father. And that's what they did. They shifted from the mother to the father. I'm going to read you Jeremiah. They're cute. I thought it was funny because they put the ignorance right in their Bible, because the Bible was created by the brotherhood. When you look at Jeremiah 44, starting at 15 and ending in 18, I'm going to read it for you. It says, Then all the men who knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by a great multitude, even all the people that dwell in the land of Egypt and Patros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we would not hearken to it. Okay, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, and our kings, and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we had plenty of ventures. We didn't lack anything. And we were well. We were not sick. There was no evil going on, none of that. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, since we left off to uh, focusing on the mother, uh, to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. For as long as you continue to reject the great mother, for as long as you continue to focus on something that never existed, uh, you're going to suffer mentally. You may not suffer physically or materially, but you're going to suffer mentally. Those things that you have materially that you have gained is not going to make you happy. You're going to always be lacking substance. Substance is the truth about who you are and where you came from. And unfortunately, the patriarchals took that away. And so some of us are waking up to that truth. And some of us may take a little longer. Now, I did this. I met a young lady. She says that she's on my channel. I tried to look for her, but I couldn't find her. But I also met a young man that says he was a Christian. And he came up. I was talking to the young lady, and she actually came talking to me first, and she went to talking, and then she said she had a YouTube channel, and I told her that I had a YouTube channel, and I told her the name of my YouTube channel, and she tears came out her eyes. She said, "I'm on your channel." I told her Deborah Speaks, and she said she was on my channel. So we got to talking out there. We talked for quite some time, and then the young man. Well, he wasn't no young man, but he wasn't no old man either. But he walked over to me and he said, "I heard y'all talking." He said, "How are you spelling your name?" So I told him how I was spelling my name, and we got to talking, and he told me that he was a Christian, and I was telling him some things. I was sharing some things with him because I was never a Christian, but I was a Bible studier. A Bible studier, reading the Bible, studying the Bible, does not make you a Christian. You know, uh, not in the way it was. Because if you really understood what Christianity is nothing but religion. It's not spiritual at all. I was not that. I was always headed toward my spiritual self, but there were some things that I had to go through to deal with the pride, the ignorance of things within myself. And I'm very grateful that I went and stayed on my journey regardless. Because you have to stay on your journey regardless. But anyway, the young lady was telling him about Carson. And I told her, because Carson, mm-mm, he wasn't. He was a Christian, and so being that a Christian, you have to meet people where they are, and that's what you have to do. And so the universe has equipped. If you're in the Bible, I can do that because that's where the Creator started me from. And so, if you're outside of the Bible, I can do that too because the universe once equipped me for the Bible, took me outside of the Bible and showed me other cultures. And so, people, I just want to say this. I know you get excited about sharing. I've been there too. But when come out the excitement and focus on listening because you don't want to hurt a Christian because that will confuse them. You can't give them esoteric knowledge right away like that because you didn't get it right away. I didn't get it right away. And so you have to be gentle. Those of you that have esoteric knowledge, you have to be gentle with the people that don't have it because you can destroy them. You could hurt them. Why? Because the ego is a joke. I mean, ego is a joke. When I say it's a joke, it could destroy you. So be mindful when sharing, when you meet people, and just be mindful. Do a lot of listening before you do a lot of talking. Like I say, talking, you get excited. I get excited. It was I was excited. Uh, to meet the young lady, and I was excited to meet the young man. It has been a while. I talk to people. I used to talk to people a lot, and then the universe kind of disconnected me from people because I'm an empath, and because I'm an empath, I feel your energy. And if you're on in my connected to me all the time, whatever you're going through, I get to experience it too. And so that's hard for me sometimes. And so I have to disconnect myself, or the universe does it. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. We're slowly gravitating back to the way things started in the beginning. The veils are lifted. We no longer have to sit under the patriarchal system because they're falling and they're going to fall. Their time is up. Their time was in Pisces. Pisces was the male savior. We no longer do that. We're in um, the pouring of the water. They even remove the female from pouring the water regarding Aquarius and put a male there. They cute. And they even put it in their Bible in Matthew. You'll see where Jesus told the disciples to meet the man with the anyway. But in the Old Testament, you see where the woman was always at the well. Make sure people you think. Just thinking you're good. As long as you think, don't let other people think for you. Just stay on your journey. Don't let nobody take you off your journey. Because your journey may not look like some other people. And just keep in mind, some other people may not be on a good journey. Okay, but it's a journey. We all got journeys, and some people don't go down the journey of enlightenment. And those that knew enlightenment and kept it hidden, they're gonna have an awakening because the mother don't play. Not in this period, because you think about the mother in the earth that loves her children. Because there's some mothers out there that I don't know, I just don't know. But the mothers that love their children, they don't play with their children. What I mean, they don't play by you messing with their children. A mother can be a smiling woman, a happy woman, a kind woman, but you come messing with her kids, and she get tired of you messing with her kids. You watch how she act. You gonna see a real dragon. But anyway, good people, until the next time, take care.